program mein ek baar phir khush aamdeed. Mr. Ambassador, as we were discussing about GSP Plus, but there are some other issues which is Pakistan, especially the opposition parties in Pakistan are facing, and there are multiple statements from opposition leaders and the leaders who are in power. Do you see any political vacuum in Pakistan?
Well, I'm new here. Well, compared with other countries I have been, I see the political, in any case, I see the political pluralism here. And, participation of, massive participation of people, so it's really, and the enthusiasm in the elections is the proof that Pakistan in the path of democracy, and very much I believe that it will continue. Of course, there are in quite a lot of countries the issue of political pluralism, so the granting, so the normal conditions also for the opposition, also. But I really so the political pluralism also related with the rights of people, and of course it should be preserved. But yes. From this angle, from the angle of rule of law, from the angle of human rights, these and similar issues will be discussed. Probably not so in the GSP Plus monitoring mission, but we have dialogue on rule of law and democracy and human rights. And it will be discussed. So immediately after the finalization of the GSP Plus mission.
But opposition parties in Pakistan are claiming that there is increase in human rights violations in Pakistan. Do you agree that there is increase?
Well, we see certain challenges. In human rights. We see the challenges of civil society organizations with them. We see the challenges which is mass media they are facing. But of course, so we are looking from two angles here. That first of all, speaking about the GSP Plus. The problem on concrete issues, so with the Pakistani commitments in respect of the implementation of United Nations Convention and other international law, and also we are another format is a format of the dialogue, format of the discussions, and the encouragement to have the progress in this area, but not the decline in them.
But there is another issue, as we discussed about missing persons. There is debate, and even in Parliament House, opposition leaders claim and they issue their own numbers, and some leaders in the power, they say otherwise. Does it worry you how serious this issue is?
Yes, as I mentioned, the issue of forced disappearances, it is one of our priorities, both within the human rights dialogue with the specific name, but also one of the issues on which we have the questions, and we see the problems in the context of the GSP Plus. Of course, we understand that some structures were established, like the Commission of Disappearances. Of course, we will look whether it's enough, whether it's sufficient. But of course, it's we will have really a lot of questions on that. So to the institutions.
But recently. The Parliament House has passed 27th constitutional amendment, and there are some media reports, even international media has reported it. What would you comment on that? Do you think that this is Pakistan's internal issue?
It is, I think, first of all, internal issue. It was, in any case, so that the decision amendment of the Constitution, it's according by the legislative body, but in any case has the authority to represent the country, represent the society, and but on the other hand, of course, the question is we have first of all about the independence of judiciary. Well, we have different views. We're hearing them from, let's say, from the opposition, from think tanks, civil society organizations, from international organizations which are working here. So, and our lawyers also will look before the GSP Plus monitoring mission to concrete formulations and the consequences. I'm not sure whether it's the question for the GSP Plus, so whether lawyers should establish some link with Pakistani international commitments or not, but definitely, so it's really important issue which already very high in Pakistani political agenda, as you mentioned also in the press. Yes, this issue also will be discussed so during the subcommittee's meeting on rule of law, democracy and human rights.
Mr. Ambassador, one last question. Former Prime Minister Imran Khan is in jail. Has EU at any stage taken up this issue with Pakistan?
Well, we discuss these and similar issues in the general context of rule of law and democracy. But there are quite limits to raise the individual issues. We respect judicially. Of course, we have questions, but we respect the judiciary of the country. Well, and of course, there are limits. What issues are related with how many of them should be addressed, and to which extent with the Pakistanis international commitments, which issues could be discussed, probably all of this in this area, but also definitely we can't intervene in the internal affairs. So these and similar issues we have, so of course certain limitations, despite the fact that we have questions and we see the need to discuss the overall situation.
But does EU support the military trial of the civilians?
General view probably is that not, but of course, if it's applied, we need we need to discuss it. We need to discuss it. Maybe we will, during discussions, we will have some justifications. Of course, security situation is really problematic. There are a lot of challenges which really see. But on the other hand, of course, it's really human rights is the universal value, and they should be implemented. The question, of course, if some measures are applied which are affected to human rights, indeed the question is the potentiality, and that the human rights should not be, of course, artificially limited.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ambassador. नाज़रीन, यूरोपी यूनियन के सफ़ीर की गुफ्तगू आपने सुनी, जो मुख्तलिफ इशूज़ थे GSP प्लस से लेके जो हाल ही में सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फ़ैसला था जो सिविलियंस के मिलिट्री ट्रायल के हवाले से था, और इसी के साथ साथ जो एक अहम मीटिंग होने जा रही है उस हवाले से हमने गुफ्तगू की। आज के प्रोग्राम में इतना ही। इजाज़त दीजिए। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।